Moe Pike'yi öldür. Oraya nasıl geçerim ben? Oo.
I should invest in a tower.
Bravo!
Oo. Orada kıyamet kopuyor lan.
You won't get
Ha. Bu bitti. Bu ne? Nereden gidek? Nereden gidek? Buradan gidek. Şöyle şöyle şöyle gideriz ya. Lan. Yanlış bastık. Ya biri cam mı basıyor onu? Neyi ara dedi bana? Kayboluşucu olanları ara. Yukarıda. Bu mu?
Praise Andra! Help at last! My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. So, can you just go in and see what happened to everyone? Please? Oh, thank you. We made badges together before we came out here, and everyone should still have theirs. Find those, and you'll find the squad. Be sure to come back as soon as you learn anything.
Whack 10! Watch your right! Worth a lot! Worth a rough! Mistake! Patient, I'm almost ready. Defensive!
Ya biri cam basıyor.
Another soul for the... That was a close one.
Ya yukarı mı çıkacağım? Mağaraya gireceğiz herhalde.
How could I not see the choices were as plain as the nose on my face?
Yok. Bir şu envantere bakalım ya. Bu daha iyiymiş. Şimdi göbeğe çıkmam lazım.
Crack 10! For your sake!
Several against one. Nasty way
Biri
to
burada.
That it?
Worth and Roth! Protect the envoy!
Well done.
Oha, zehir mi? Ben mi attım onu?
Odd place for a camp. Not very defensible.
So they were being followed or hunted.
İkincisini de bulduk. Hoş geldin kanka. Üçüncüsü nerededir? Buradadır.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fill with them there.
Dördüncüsü de buradadır şimdi. Ha.
We may seek! Worth and run!
Aha lan bu bayağı iyiymiş. Lan örümcekler.
Seek! Worth and run!
The hornet's nest.
Worth and run!
Another one!
Just wait.
Worth and run! Worth and run! Worth and run!
Oğlum siz ne kadar çokmuşsunuz böyle burada. Çavuşun vaziyeti nerede şimdi? Bak bunu alsana. Çavuşun vaziyeti buralarda bir yerde.
Seek!
That's done. Who's hungry?
Yukarıda vardı ha. Nasıl cümbüş burada. Ha. Ya şu şerefsiz.
Heal yourself. Wait. Come on. Come on.
Worth and rot! Worth and rot!
Ağırlık. Neyse atarız şimdi. Kampa yollarız. Şimdi şunu kampa uzaladık. Bir hasar var. Yolla. Yolla. Yolla. İkinciye koydum. Tamam.
At least you took care of those bastards. Glad I got to see some vengeance served. Don't know why you're here, stranger, but I'm grateful you are. Wait, Naoki sent you? Of course he did. He would be the one to make it out. Well, you can tell him we're all dead. Soon enough, it'll be true. We arrived at the cave last night, made camp, and it all went downhill from there. Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
Doesn't Thirdborn have actual soldiers for stuff like that?
Someone had to do it. The guards are stretched thin, and with all of the dream thralls, there aren't many willing to go looking for trouble. Look, after what happened in Fior, we had to make sure it didn't happen here. The Zorubs were our first official mission. Private Naoki was on watch, but I guess he fell asleep because the scaly bastards ambushed us. It was a massacre. Most died then. The rest ran off in all different directions, screaming. Naoki must have gotten away in the chaos. The gods have a cruel sense of humor to save just him. Don't bother. I'm halfway around the wheel already. Just listen. Since we left Thirdborn, he's been running his mouth. We got to hear how many Zurps he's going to kill and who he thinks is afflicted. The town's been talking about nothing but Fior and the Dream Scourge. I think it got to him.
It crawls into our mind as it crawls into theirs.
It's probably why he was the first one out, because it was all suddenly real. Even if the captain had been acting weird lately, there were 1,000 better reasons for it. No, Captain Ruiki was fine. We were all fine, no matter what Private Naoki thinks. If you don't believe me, check her journal. That should be enough to please you. If anything, it might finally convince that idiot Naoki. Here, take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them. I don't have long. Let me stay and enjoy the silence before Barath takes me.
Hadi bakalım. Bu elemana geri döneceğiz.
I bet dying in battle does wonders for someone's soul.
Certainly. Death is a form of trauma, and even souls may get lost or confused in the aftermath. The circumstances of one's death can also leave a trace behind, like an echo. Did you know that many powerful weapons and armor are imbued with the fleeting memories of departed souls?
I did not know that, and I prefer not to know. Thank you very much.
Hello again. Have you found anything? Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened? Wow. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I hope for the best, of course, but... Look, I don't know what you think you know, or what he told you, but I know what I saw. The captain had been acting weird for days. She was giving orders to people who weren't there, yelling at us over nothing. Not just the captain either. Manu was jumpier than you. Kiri seemed compelled to echo our words back to us. Even Sergeant Asui began muttering to himself. It was more than just stress. I'm not some idiot who can't tell the difference. Everyone was sick. And it was only a matter of time before it was brought home the Thirdborn. If you saw them, you'd agree with me. I think I would know if I was sick, okay? Someone had to leave and let the others know what happened. Look, you either believe me or you don't. Just give me their badges and I'll let their families know. Thank you! I'm glad you finally seen reason. And thank you for the badges. Hopefully they'll bring some comfort to their families. Oh! And thank you for believing me. I know how tough it must have been.
It is usually better to forgive. We all deserve a chance to outgrow the worst version of ourselves.
Poor kid got scared and ran. Happens to the best of us. Maybe he'll make a different decision next time.
Ah, a fellow traveler. Nothing to peddle here. Sorry. Former merchant. Even I know my limits. Thirdborn has the dream scourge. Terrible. I'm leaving, and you should too. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change. They wouldn't listen. See here, that is a grave thing to accuse a person of. How'd you like it if I implied you were poisoning people? One man's carelessness is another's noble experiment. Risk, reward. Now, if you don't mind, I really should be off. Ingrates.
Konuşma noktası.
Worse than rot! We sink! Worse than rot!
Çok gerekli ve
I think worse than rot!
I was worried for a second.
şimdi el. Aa, bitti mi lan? Bir tane mevcutmuş. Şimdi oradan çıkamayacağız. Zaten oklar belirtmiş. Şu yukarı çıkarsa karşıya atlarım.
Here we go.
Worse than rock! Sink!
Nice job, everyone.
Come and get it.
They're coming.
I have a shot.
Dodge this.
Sink! I think worse than rock! Worse than rock!
Again.
Seek!
Well done.
Ha, ok işareti gösteriyor.
Look alive. We got a customer.
Your friends call you Silent Shizu once, and no one ever wants to speak with you again. You know, if anyone actually has, I've got some laws and best practices when it comes to harpoon maintenance. Or we could even discuss military tactics for our time for the past 600 years.
Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. Oh, I'm fine. It was just a little giant spider. It barely came up to my chest. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but Kauka can take a look at me once our business is concluded.
Unfortunately, I'm much better with things that aren't so alive. We can talk after you die, though.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Really, it sounds like you worry too much. Really? Daiko sent you? Can I ask just what he expected? Did he think sending a messenger would make me forget what an ass he is? You're the one who made things complicated. It's just like Daiko. Now that I've done all the legwork, he just wants to swoop in and take half of everything. He's always been like this ever since we were children. Clearly, I'm the more industrious brother. Couldn't you tell? I know we don't look alike, but...
And I was here trying to figure out how Daiko got here so fast.
I thought that since Daiko and I were twins, we'd be similar enough for us to not fight. Guess I was wrong. Now you tell me. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Daiko. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course. Wow, that was easy. Wait, could I have charged more? Damn it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Aa, öldü ya lan adam.
Told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon, didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kauka, you did several times.
Several times? Now I'll have to find someone else to let me dissect bodies we find. Ugh, it'll take forever.
Hear me out. What if we throw caution to the wind, sample the goods, and never speak of this again? Interested? Since we're being honest, I've already had my share. Wanted to get a head start. Now you go. Pretty good. My mouth is dry. Probably because I've had nothing to drink.
Next time, maybe mix it with a little mustard root.
Why do you cloud your eyes? Could we not have shown you these things?
Perhaps we didn't take enough to feel the effects. What am I saying? Let's cut our losses.
Şimdi. Hı.
You there. Got some interesting wares if you've got coin. Good. Looks like you're still in one piece. What can Ihaka get for you? I've built up quite a collection over the years. I've got an eye for quality. Sure I have. But I like it out here. It's quiet. No prying eyes to bother me.
Oh. Oha. Dördüncü kalite de. Bende o kadar para yok. Oo. Bu iyiymiş. Bu daha iyiymiş. Bu bayağı iyiymiş. $24.000. Dur bakalım çıkartabileceğiz mi? Ya 600. $26.000. Tamam dur. Alalım sendeki şu.
I'll give.
Başka bir şey var mı sende? Bu iyi ya. Şunu tak. Oh. Güzel oldu lan. Şimdi
I'll give.
sen de 5.000 de bende 5.000 yok. Bir tanem var be. Bunları satabiliriz aslında ya. Neyse. Kampa gitsek, kamptan buraya bir şey yapmak. Yok lan şurada şey varmış. Dağıttık lan.
Selamun aleyküm.
Aleykümselam Mehmet, neredesin? Senin şeyi yapacaklar, ben söyledim.
Not bad for a scholar.
Konuştum. Halledecekler. Söyledim. Atarım ben sana, onlar bana atınca. Ne demek Mehmet, rica ederim. Kim konuştu lan? Ha, ben level atladım sahi ya. Neye verek burada şimdi? Tamam Mehmet, hadi iyi oyunlar.
We should lend a hand.
Kilitli mi?
Uticus justice. Serves you right for ignoring a man in need.
Seek!
Burayı nasıl açarız şimdi? Şu suyun altından mı gireceğiz? Derken yok. Bir suyun altına bakayım ya. Suyun altında bir şey yokmuş ya.
Step lightly. We can't be too careful.
Ananı avradını ya. Ana. Her yerde tuzak var lan.
Wait. How did you not see the tripwire across? Good thing we didn't have to waste a bunch of time avoiding those tripwires.
Allah senin belanı vermesin ya. Adam her yere tuzak bulmuş. Daha yukarı çıkacağız ya. Bakayım. Of. Yapma. Lan oğlum.
This would be an excellent place for a series of traps.
Watch yourself.
See, we've got company. Worth and rough.
Zor oldu lan.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Çıkalım bir tekrar yukarı. Şimdi
We could make short work of those bars with a little cleverness and force.
hala yukarı mı çıkacağız?
Adherence. I'd say we're doing well. We may still lose this place, but we'll be hard-pressed to take it from us without losing another dozen.
That's all we can ask for. Look alive,
18 olduk.
The wind's blown us more Adiran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
We were told to bring supplies, but clearly you have something different in mind.
And I'll warn you, Hayako doesn't miss. Go on then. Identify yourself, Adiran.
You want to prove yourself against Shatterscarp's finest? Good luck.
Kesin sizi de görün. Bana artistlik mi yapıyorsunuz lan? Lavuklar. Doğrarım vallahi. Bitti. Level atladık. Saldırı hızı. Yetenekler. Evet. Burası da bitti. Şuraya. Ondan önce bir kamp mı yapsak ya? Aynen kamp yapalım. Hem konuşacak. Şunlarla konuşayım benim. Hepsiyle konuşmam lazım.
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. I keep trying, and the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. Agreed. They can no longer hide in the shadow of benevolence. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. Pleasant dreams.
So, come to Shatterscarp often?
Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yats. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But as long as you don't feed her after midnight. She gets gassy, temperamental, and somehow it's your fault. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one, I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. You too. I once heard Hatoa and Hayako. They were trying to protect their community. From your people, no less. And you killed them. Was it? I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. Just don't give them an excuse to take their anger out on us. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. If I must.
Oh.
When I joined you, I thought we'd be exploring the intersection of the physical and the spiritual, not bickering over sulfur. Yet here we are. Thanks to you, Thirdborn will have all the ammunition they need to defend themselves. In theory. At the end of the day, bullets are of limited use against the Dream Scourge. And it'll take more than gunpowder to wrest the living lands out of your empire's clutches. Still, maybe a little gunpowder is better than none at all. Anyway, What do I know? I'm an animancer, not a strategist.
Allah'a
Thanks for talking.
bitti nihayet. Heh
For the
geldi.
camp of an official Adir and envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course. I always ask nicely. But as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind? Well, because I'm the foremost expert on the godless, of course. So I must study their artifacts when I can. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find. Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire. That was my assumption as well. Barrett's balls. It's nice to know I won't have to dumb things down with you. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end. Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams. Nightmares are still dreams, envoy. Just not ones you'd recommend to others. They're not nearly as enjoyable as my more provocative dreams. Oh. Well, just be sure to have a quick release knot if you ever make that fantasy reality. Someone should learn from my mistakes. I certainly have no intention to.
That's one use for rigging.
As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
İyi. Bitti mi? Bitti. Gel bakalım.
Thirdborn.
Seni
If it weren't for
unuttuk
the
ya la biz.
Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? And home just wasn't the same. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis, dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah. But I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? Personal. Take it easy, Inquisitor. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You've been consistent. You brought Egwulf to Adir's justice, and the Stilgarot's attack on Fjord went forward. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your emperor sent you here to represent Adir, but the Stilgarot raising Fjord has got to make things harder for you.
Geleyim ya. Bu konuşma sürecek. Sürene kadar ben de çay alayım. Daha Yüce ile konuşacağız.
I mean, for you.
Bu konuşana kadar ben gelirim.
The cruelty we saw, it's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this.
Bana cacık yap, evet. Geldim. Hop.
Yeah, I told you about my time fighting under Rautai's flag in the Deadfire. Seeing what we did there, what we allowed. I felt like the home I knew was changing, bit by bit, or maybe I was. Enough about me, though. I want to know about you. I admire your loyalty, but don't let it swallow every other part of you. No matter what you tell yourself, those feelings have a way of coming out eventually. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense, and something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rautaian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive, and another debt I owe him. I'll be here if you need me.
Bitmiş mi? Yok, bitmemiş.
I've been meaning to talk to you about Katoa and Hayako. You did what you had to do, Envoy. Putting them down was for the best. Given the alternative? Yeah. Those two fought for Rauatai in the Deadfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Adir finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remain secure and defended in their tower. Nor I, but this goes beyond defense. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They lash out like cornered animals, giving the Stilgarot a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still, better not to give them one. You really think any amount of chest thumping would turn away Ludwig and the Stilgarot? Or the full force of the Adiran army, if it came to that? You and I both know better. The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Adir, it'll be someone.
Bitti mi?
Envoy.
Bitti.
Tell me.
Son cüce.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. I don't know. She's all right, okay? But how would she know how to get to the garden? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Thanks for talking. I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it. At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely. And spiders. Right, you don't want to hear it. Fine. We'll move right along then. Anyway. Until next time.
Bitti mi? Bitmiş. Tamam, güzel. Şimdi Oo. Şunu deneyelim, tamam. Burada da bu dursun. Tamam. Bunlar benim çantada olan. Bunları satarız. Heh.
About 30 years.
Aynısı varmış bende ya.
Why do you ask?
How do you make that work for so long?
It helps to have a partner so understanding and virile. Why do you ask?
Over all that time, how do you hold in the parts of yourself they'd never accept? How do you contain all your worst pieces?
Darling, if you can't be your worst self with them, what's the point?
Ne yapıyormuş bu ki? Silah güçlendirecektim. Eşsiz. Benzersiz silahları büyüleyin. Böyle şey yok ki.
I'm trying to remember the academic term for something that's driving me mad.
What does this hypothetical term describe?
Bunlardan yok.
What's the word for
Bunu da anlamadım. Bunlar ne işe yarıyor ki?
a soul that breaks apart, becomes two people?
Buradan çıkalım biz.
And then in life they are
Partiyi
so
nasıl değiştiriyorduk ya?
That sounds too specific to have its own term.
There has to be one, right?
I can't think of one. Oh, you could probably make...
Önceki konuma buradan çık. Heh, parti üyelerini seç. İkisi gelsin bakın. Nasıl olacak?
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. A name given to the land, not asked for. You see why the parasites are loathed? The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Pilchards growing on bushes. Life that should not be here. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Bizim şeyleri nerede? Bir bunu kullanırız, bir de öbür bunu kullanırız. Ne oluyor lan?
Watch your right! Yahtzee, look out! Watch your right!
Worse than rot! Worse than rot!
Oh. Öl lan artık.
Forgive me. I keep thinking of home.
Nerede o?
A soldier's badge.
Bulduk.
I might like to see it.
Bu da bitti. O zaman oğlum buraları hiç açmamışız. Gerçi dağılıkmış buralar. O zaman şuraya gidelim.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy?
Ah! Hello. See, you haven't met Katoa and Hayako yet.
What's the matter? Let me guess. You didn't expect to see us among the living. Am I close?
Ha! You're tougher than you look, scumbag. Wait! At least tell me what happened at the tower. How'd you survive? Kutabao! No! You... I'll kill you for this!
Well, if you insist.
Seek! I think worth and wrong!
Bu ne lan?
I'm coming for Ludwig next.
Worth and wrong! I think worth and wrong! Whack 10!
Just one measly
Bunları
dungeon. How
öldürdüm.
bad can it be?
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures in.
Bunları öldüreceğim direkt.
You're gonna kill us all. Well's eyes. Who are you? I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta Bao, if it bothered you that much, you should have said so. Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened. Shut up and draw your blade already. We can argue after we kill this sanctimonious little shit.
I think worth and rock. I think worth and we'll see.
Öyle evet ederiz. Tamam. Orası da bitti. Şuraya hadi. Neyse boşalttık da. Yukarıda mı aşağı? Aşağıdaymış. Hayda. Çok kötü oldu bu ya. Gerekli. Ma. Biraz da üçüncü şahıs oynayalım ya. Burayı açalım. Au. Vallahi mefta oluyor.
Marvel of engineering this place. Can't believe it's still standing.
Love to see someone else so active in their twilight years.
No way forward from here.
Evet.
Protect the envoy. Dead! Couldn't have done better. Seek!
Sonraki yuva. Şeyimiz olmuş ya. Senin o şey değil de şunu alayım ben ya. Canı salla. Tam bir görsel şölen.
Yatsli, well done. Looks like we weren't the only ones searching for the heart.
Şimdi. Yes. Evet. Hadi. Ananı satayım. Şunlar var burada değil mi?
Joke, right? No treasure is worth this much trouble. This had better be worth it.
Hadi bakalım. At bakayım şunu. Hoppa. Gelin hadi. Ya aşağıdaymış. Sen basma namussuz. Hallettik. Devam edelim. Biri alev tuzağı diyordu, biri şey diyordu.
Tricky.
Lan!
Isoksogu!
Evet, iyi güzel. Yukarı nasıl çıkacağım ben? Buradan değil o zaman. Alevi kapatmanın bir yolu. Lockpick alacaktık lan sayımız. Biz mi yanıyoruz lan?
Put the heart on it. Yes, of course. Everything but the treasure was trapped. How silly of me to assume otherwise.
Şimdi şu tarafa gideceğiz. Kapı açıldı mı? Açılmış. Alevler oradaymış. Lan!
In retrospect, I should have seen that coming.
Hey, Caiaphas. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages. Uncle Capo taught me a thing or two about how to survive. It's why he's always so... No, I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades. What do you think? You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him. No, it's not. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison. I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for. I don't know, but he's been more and more upset lately. I'm afraid he believes he's so sick. He has no other choice. He's been a hero for so long. I don't think he can imagine a life in bed. You've got to put a stop to it.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
Then we've got to go back. Right now. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk any sense into him, just hurry. I hope so. I'll see you soon.
Görev de bitti. Var mı görev? Yok. Şimdi şöyle bir şey yapacağız. Işınlanma yeri var mı burada? Var. Tamam. Neymiş bu tuzaklar gayret bir şey yoktu. Tamam, şimdi kampa gideceğiz. Kamp. Heh. Kampa gittik. Sandık nerede? Bunu yükseltebilirmişim lan aslında. Üstün oluyor lan bu. Tabi yapalım o zaman ya. Bunu değil. Ben hangisini kullanıyorum? Şunu kullanıyorum. Ya bir daha bakayım şuna da. Aynen. Olağanüstü kurtulma vardı.
You've been to Third Bone before.
Bana ağaç lazım. 3 tane. Tüh, buna yapmasaydık keşke. Bunları bir türlü şey yapamadım ya. Mesela otomatik. Ne veriyor? 4 çelik yığın mı veriyor bana mesela? Yok. Ha, bundan veriyormuş. Bir tane oluyormuş. Dur şimdi. Bende bundan bir tane var değil mi? Mağara mercan. Aynen 11 tane. Aa iyiymiş lan bu. Bu neymiş şimdi? Yok.
1,000 times. Why?
Nerede yükseltme malzemeleri? Ha 15 tane olmuş tamam.
Have you ever eaten at the...
Bak oldu bundan. Bunu yükseltelim abi. Ama önce şunu. Hadi be. Evet, evet. Tüh. Dört tane yaprak bulursak Adremit right veriyormuş. Tamam neyse. Tamam. Bunu da çözdük. Güzel ya.
Dead swordfish.
Once.
Sandıktan bakayım. Şimdi hepsini al.
Right?
Ağır oldu.
Timothy keeps raving about it, but I
Sıkıntı
think
yok.
there's just nothing else in town.
Önceki konuma çıkış.
You're
Dur
talking.
lan. Aynen. Satıcıda hepsini satalım şimdi. Burada.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock. Oh, you're back. What can I do for you?
Dur abla, alacağım şimdi. Şimdi satmaya başlayalım. Tamam. Sat. 33.000 para oldu. Alev hasarı. Ben alev kullanmıyorum. Sat gitsin. Sat gitsin. Bunları sat. Şimdi bir bakayım. Senden mal alalım şimdi. 72. Sendekiler mükemmelmiş. Bunu istemiyorum. Bunu da istemiyorum. Bu da istemiyorum. Ah bu. Oha bekleme süresi. Bunu bir alayım ya. Üstlüğümüz var. Ayakkabıyla şey lazım. Ayakkabıyla şey bunda yok. Ya bundan lazımdı bana. Şibarashi.
Oh, you're back. What can I do for you?
Lan çık. Önce şu aldığımız şeyi takalım. Nerede o? Ya bu. Tamam. Bunu taktık. Bunu satalım. Bu bayağı iyi oldu ya. Ya 4 tane Black Bolt şubesi lazımmış. Bakayım bunda var mı? Önce şunu satalım. Nerede o? Burada yok. Neyse sıkıntı yok. Görevler tek tek verelim.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Şunda varmış.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Gods, I hope it's no one I know. I mean, how do you know this? Oh, perilous plants and where to pick them. Everyone loves that one. Laguna was looking for some light reading, and, well, that's what we had on hand. Beggars can't be choosers. You know how it goes. You try getting a bunch of sun-weathered old sea dogs to do anything but drink, bullshit, and play Hazatoa. I'm just glad they're reading. I'm sorry to press you on this, but how do you know it was him? I mean, plenty of folks have checked that one out. It could have been anyone. I appreciate your can-do attitude, Envoy. Gods know we need someone with a little enthusiasm for the law, but what you're bringing me is circumstantial. Done. Was there anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. One less thing for me to worry. One less thing for me to worry about. One less thing for me to worry about. Oh wait, that's everything off the board, isn't it?
Bu bitti. Değil mi? Yok, bitmemiş.
Oh, you're back. Something illegal in the only town for miles? You should sign up for the Tiranui. We could use smart folks like you. I'm sure something untoward is happening, but I can't do anything without...
Brilliant deduction, Constable. You're a credit to law enforcement.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good citizen. Make sure to come back once you've got something I can actually work with. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone. Oh, you're back. Wait, was it an elf and their two strange friends?
No comment. Whoever we did or didn't see, I didn't see or not see them.
Oh, they're very well known to me. Thanks for letting me know, Envoy. What did you even get from them? In case they don't teach you this in your hometown, you shouldn't ingest weird substances strange kith give you. You have to just say no. I wish this was the dumbest thing these two... Yeah, well, you're kind of forced to know family, right?
Barrett's Bobs. Is everyone in Thirdborn related?
Didn't you know? The twins are my brothers. Though, I guess I can see the confusion. I do take more after my mother. I'll have to have a talk with them, especially now that Aiko and his friends won't be allowed back in town. I suppose it was only a matter of time before his stupidity caught up with... Well, seems like I have to thank you for letting me know. I'll just add it to my to-do list. I should check in on Daiko, too. I hope he's not crying. I never know what to do when folks... Here, we hand these out to the kids from time to time. Makes them feel good about helping.
Bu da bitti. Kaç para oldu lan? Ha, o zehir istiyorum değil mi?
Godlike. Ah, back already. Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking. Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know. I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones. Small things. I've got shakes, tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. People say the dream scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I want to die as myself. On my own.
On the one hand, it isn't our place to decide how someone ought to live or die. On the other hand, the Leviathan's heart was never his to begin with. Finders keepers. At the end of the day, I think eating a Leviathan's heart is an impractical way to end one's life. To each their own.
I think Capo has earned the right to make his own decisions before he knows.
You can understand that, can't you? Give me the... Thank you. Chico will mourn me, but you've saved my Nakai a greater pain than they know.
Prune the dying bud. Return to the wheel. Start again. We ponder.
Good luck. You'll need it. Here, take this. You'll have more use for it.
Okay.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you? But how could you? You know what he's going to do with it. You know what I do understand? That he'll die because of you.
Wait, there's Dream Scourge in town? That's a real problem. An actual
Hemen geliyorum ben.
problem.
Not anymore. Not now that she's given Capo the poison he needs to kill himself.
Shit. I have to tell Temerty.
Damn you. Everything was fine until you poked your nose into it. I hope the sands swallow you and you never come back to Thirdborn again!
We're an easy target for their pain. Leave them be, Envoy.
Devam edelim. Kampı ziyaret ederiz. Onu bunu salla. Nerede lan bu? Aşağıda. Yo. Yukarıda.
If you're looking for the captain and his crew, they're upstairs. Mind taking these drinks up when you go? I'm just giving you what the captain ordered.
Ne satıyorsun sen? Peki ilgimi... Aa şu.
And then, in the dead of night, thousands over the son of a...
My favorite envoy! Thank you for bringing us back together. I only regret that dear Runga couldn't join us, but she was always a shy one. Nonsense, nonsense. You did more than I could have, and more than any of us salty old dogs deserve. Oh, but I nearly forgot. Did the bartender send you up without drinks? It's not a reunion without a toast.
The captain promised us an aged rum. I can't have much. I get queasy.
Excellent, excellent. Here, envoy, a little something from my travels all those years ago. May it bring fortune to your journeys too. Now, make a toast for us. Give us all something more to drink to. To new times ahead.
To the healing of wounds. Not all wounds can... I wish Rwanga were here.
Drink. Drink!
Zehirledi mi lan? İçmiyordu gerçi bu pezevenk.
I didn't think the rum was that bad.
For once, I'm grateful that I prefer wine.
Oh my. What's happened to Koa?
I think he's dead, boss.
Dead? Why, this is tragic. Oh, it must have been his rum allergy. It always goes straight to his head.
I'm weeping myself silly.
It was a toast to remember, Envoy, but I'm afraid I must look after my friend now.
I think we should get out of here before the Tiranui hear about this.
I'll never forget what you did for me here. Oathbinder bless and keep you.
Blood, the oasis belongs to us all.
Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time? Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? I can't believe Fjord's gone. A city of scientists, attacked for no reason. I'm going to personally find every Steel Garrote asshole and turn them to ash. I can't believe we were able to get as many out of town as we were. I suppose I'll have to give him that. But if you tell him I said that, I'll deny it to my dying day. Besides, Quilici and I did just as much to help people out. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. I don't know how things are in Paradise, but at least it's not on fire. I mean, I assume. Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerti. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel. And a girl's gotta eat sometime. Who says I did? I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, Part of it is my sparkling personality, of course, but a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. It's so much easier to do when you're younger. Now, I enjoy eating and watching Quilici cook far too much. But our kitchen is gone now, so I'll have to wait far too long to properly see that side again. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked.
Are you joking? He's my mentor. Not to mention 1,000 years old.
Oh, no. They're both handsome humans, of course. But Yara is like family to both Quilici and me. He taught her a lot of what he knows. She spent days in our home. Literal 26-hour days. I still can't quite believe that everything we've built is gone. A generation of work scattered to the wind. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Me? Well, I suppose that's an option. I'd need help, of course. But I'd at least ask for it. Huh. I'll think on it. Maybe it'd be a nice retirement plan for Quilici and me.
Governor Yatsley. I like the sound of that.
Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling? Tired already, Envoy? Well, I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Obviously, you've never heard the phrase drug-fueled sex heart attack. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling?
Şimdilik yok.
Sweet dreams, Envoy.
Hayda. Şununla da konuşmam gerekiyor.
When you were out in the shark's teeth, you didn't happen to find a badge belonging to Tama, did you? It sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. It was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half, but yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. It wasn't so bad. At least Tama was easy on the eyes. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. About what? He's gone. Talking won't bring him back. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. We did our best to keep him in one piece while we hauled him back. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. Yeah. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. To an old trencher like him, a badge means honor, fellowship. I just couldn't imagine him without it. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. I never thought I'd tell this story again. But something about you that inspires confidence. Thanks. There's just one last thing I've got to... There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas. It's time I said goodbye. Careful, or you'll give me second thoughts. I usually count on my friends to be worse influences, you know. Let's get some rest.
Hey, sorry about your parents, you know.
That's very kind. Sometimes grief
Ulan gene mi
clings to
konuşacak şeyimiz var?
Seeing Capo like that was... He'd just given up. And we... It should have been Chico's too. Capo, instead of just... Maybe so. Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
İyi
Let
bitti.
me think. That's very kind. Sometimes grief clings to you like a shadow.
Şimdi... Şey yok.
Sometimes you wonder where it went.
Nerede bu yer? Anasının nikahında. Oraya en yakın yer. Nereden gideriz? Şu kamptan bulacağım. Yürüyerek gitsek. Açsak şeyleri.
It's not easy.
Haritada açılır.
Singing sand, we feel the essence. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together. We smell desperation, panic. They turn to each other. The rose does not depend on the moss, just we look deeper. What do you know of this? A finger pricked. We draw back. Still, the trees of Thirdborn we watch in vain. What separates an ally from a foe? The bird eats fly. Time flows. They turn against each other. The bulls lock horns without a mate nearby. We have learned much.
Şimdi
worse than rot! Last 10! It's worse than rot!
Ya o değil be. Yanlış bastık.
Let's bring it. It's worse than rot! Seek! Wait, say no. It's worse than rot! Seek!
Who's next? Anyone?
You can feel how much they're wanted to honor their dead.
A memorial to a lost soldier. Sadly not uncommon.
What of you? You can feel how much
Ettik ya işte.
wanted to honor their dead.
Aa, K ile diyor lan. Allah kahretmesin ya.
You can feel how much they're wanted to honor their dead. Shut.
This climate does not agree.
Hayda. Kamp yeri.
I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much third-born blood under them.
Neyse ya.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless... Now he's under a pile of rock. It doesn't, but... This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood without... Trying. I thought I was doing a pretty good job. There's something I didn't tell you. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? He told me to stay. I said... I walked away, envoy. And I kept walking. I did. Don't think I ever said it out loud. But now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald State. I wouldn't know what to do with something that fancy sounding, even if I just figured I owed you some honesty. The truth is, traveling with you and Maria, it's felt easy. Don't get me wrong, it's been nice. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line. But I'm not that guy, envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few... Of course not. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Oh, I know I'm not. The world is full of every kind. Doesn't make it any better to be one of them. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. How can you say that? I'm finally looking this thing What? He died pulling my ass out of the fire, and I still let him face... How can I remember him without remembering that? I fucked up. I did. I let him down, and he deserved better. It doesn't change anything, but it feels right to say it. I never realized I'd let my failure change the way... One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave, no matter where we'd come from or what we... I drifted to parodies, but never thought... Tama always talked about the places he hoped to see. Maybe I ought to see some of those places for us both. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge, and... One way to find out, isn't there? I've got some things to sort out, but... It feels good to have something to look for. An arch with a seaside view.
İyi, bu da bitti.
That's what that cartographer mentioned, right?
Hayda, bir tane daha bir şey açalım. Haritacı burada. Yok değilmiş lan.
Another win, but who's counting?
Ölmüş ya yazık. Ne diyor şimdi görevde? Sanza'ya geri ver. Sanza kimdi ya? Ve nerede? Sanza kimdi Sanza? Bilmiyorum ki Sanza kimdi anasını satayım.
Listen, thank you. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him. But both of you have a clarity I'm happy to be proof. I know. I'd forgotten what... Like I just woke up with every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a... But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think. Yeah. After I ride up.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets...
I wish this were another burden to conquer. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you. Was there something else? Where to start? It's a huge desert full of... On a clear day, you can stand at one of the overlooks to gaze straight across the... Rawatai didn't have much of that, so I guess I'm used to it. It's dangerous and stark. A lot like Raw. Guess that's part of what I liked about it. Familiar. The story goes that a lot of the first arrivals were Rawataians without other prospects. Too low on the ladder to take over the family trade, too poor to learn another. Exactly. Rawatai's an inhospitable environment to say the least, so my people have a proud tradition. The Rawatai's got a big navy that always needs fresh blood, and there are of course not. We've also got poets, artisans, scholars, traders, but they're not the ones who built Thirdborn. It started as a convenient harbor for pirates and mercs, bold or desperate fishing crews from Rawatai. That tells you something about the people willing to attempt it. Over time, those early arrivals built huts. Well, that brought in a steady trickle of veterans, ruffians, trophy hunters, and rugged eccentrics. People looking for fresh adventure, or running. Your words, not mine. Tama's memory. Never knew how to separate it from this place. And the longer I stayed away, the harder it felt to come back. Harder than I thought. Thirdborn's missing a lot of familiar faces. And the youngsters who've grown up and the new arrivals, they seem green. I guess a lot's changed in 6 years. Thirdborn's only survived because the people were tougher than... I just hope the people living behind those walls know how to... I'd never met Naoki. Asui arrived a few months before I left Thirdborn. Uriki was a ship's carpenter with the Rawatai Navy years ago. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply, and Kiri, he was a sweet kid. Born shipboard to him. For the longest, I thought that was for the best. No, they weren't. I never would have expected them to try something. A Thirdborn's in dire straits if they're sending people. Good thing you're asking. Holler if you need anything else.
Bölgesine gidelim. Gidelim de.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
What gave it away? The tableau of frozen corpses? The Archmage of Terror is many things, but subtle is not one of them.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
Whatever you say, Yardsley. Regardless, we didn't come across this by accident. The Archmage is trying to frighten us. Successfully, I might add.
A spell. And a very clever one. Ringgrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Trust me, I know. Last thing I need is to be responsible for killing the Emperor's pet. No offense. But it's a chance to test out some new spells, so I'll muddle through. I've focused so much on the Godless and Quilici over the years that it'll be lovely to hone my magical skills again. Good point. Unchecked ambition is how we got a death guard with a bad attitude, isn't it? But it's a risk I'm willing to take. I must try. Chances are we'll die. But if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins. So, win-win.
I like our odds, especially with you around.
Let's get going. Oh, and stay close. These are so lifelike. Poor bastards.
Ne diyor? Ha. Hangi büyü bu ya? Ha, şu büyü.
That's done. I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? Stay close. Greenwing's trying to scare us off, but we won't let her, will we? Oh, what a frosty welcome.
It's either too hot or too cold. I miss Emerald Stair.
It's just a trick, Envoy. A well-crafted cold trick. Keep moving.
An intriguing weapon. Far too elegant for such a creature.
Hadi kız. Nerede bu? Ha geldi.
Ah, visitors. Do you know what this moment calls for? A macabre story that lingers around. You wish to find me in my tower? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
We are not getting up there. Unless Yatsley sprouts a pair of wings.
There's got to be a way. Let's snoop around.
Land shaped in the dreamer's image, not with stone or axe, but with essence. Songs of ancient magic. Could we sing to them?
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
Let's put these bones to rest.
Oh, that's hot.
Kim can basıyor onlara?
Restore the statue. I will see you inside my tower.
We're in no position to argue. She has all the power here. This wizard is making us jump through hoops for her own amusement. Are you certain she can actually help us?
I think it's part and parcel of being an archmage, unfortunately. Maybe she's trying to teach us something. That makes sense. Oh, that means we get to investigate.
That statue seems important. An answer in search of a question.
It's probably connected to that village Ringrim mentioned, so keep that in mind, darling.
Most likely. The head and the hand are gone. What's the significance?
It's even missing its heart. See the open chest cavity? Let's take another look at that book of yours. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come. and the village could not make a decision to save itself. Oh yes, let's. Come on.
Puzzles are known to sharpen the mind. The Archmage must want to hone our senses.
Mehmet hoş geldin.
That'll show him.
Ulan elektrik attık yere biz de çarpılıyoruz. Güzel bir ayrıntı olmuş. Kendimi yok ya. Öldürmeyiz de. Malzeme bol. O yüzden sıkıntı yok. Kim vuruyor lan bana? Ha. Gel kız hadi. Yürü.
What, like a top?
Sen bunu oynamış mıydın Mehmet?
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
Kalbi bulduk.
It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Oynaması da basit Mehmet. Güzel de.
Strange. Oh, not unpleasant.
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures.
Logically, I know these were put here to frighten us. And yet, I'm still frightened.
Kalbi koyduk. Kafa kaldı, el kaldı. Evet, yetenek puanı. Neye verelim? Ben yetenek puanı yapmışım. Şey gelmemiş. Yakın dövüş istemiyoruz biz. Büyücüye gidelim. Bunlar varmış. Bunlar neymiş? Ben hala elektriğin geçmedim senin ya. Bu ne el?
The way it's sculpted, it's like he's reaching out or begging.
Maybe it just wants to be held. Either way, it's unsettling. We're doing a lot of work to impress someone more powerful than us. I hope it's worth it.
I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's go see where. Walk like it's hard. That's done. Child's play.
Bravo!
The village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it!
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. The other villagers, they want me to give them the Adra piece. But if they take it, I'll die.
I don't think they can hear us. They're like a song stuck in your head, repeating the same verse.
told the other villagers I need it. I understand everyone. Don't take the altar piece from me. I'll do anything. Is there no other way? What, please?
If the village had been as sensible.
We've got the heart and the hand, which means this must be the head. But who is that?
That ought to be the final piece. Let's be done with this.
It's the lesson rather than the authenticity of the story that matters. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works. Off we go!
Tread lightly. The Archmage is expecting us. That doesn't necessarily mean we're welcome.
We're going into an Archmage's tower. It'll all be fine. Oh, at least exciting.
You made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph.
That had better be a really good book.
What did you expect?
Okçuyorum versinler, ben de şunları toplayayım.
the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, an exiled animancer, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Well, now that we're done with the formality of defeating the skeletons...
So, the parable still had weight. You were still made to think. As was I. I've never seen a godlike with your appearance before. What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Sorry, but I'm not opening the path. Somehow I don't think that's happening. The Death Guard might certainly try, but... no. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. I'm fascinated by the implications. What about you is so special that you can enter the ruins and I cannot? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go. Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
She gave you her grimoire. Be careful with that thing. Who knows what it can do?
I assume you want directions to the ruins. The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
This would make a nice parlor, if you got rid of the corpses.
And off we go! Did just happen, right? I didn't imagine it. Ringrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? You were incredible. Thank you for trusting me.
You, my dear, have a promising career ahead of you.
Oh, Gwilichi would have been so proud if he were here. I cannot wait to tell him. With Ringgrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
For once, we've outpaced Ludwig. A rare advantage. I say we use it.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku.
Let's hope the ruins are warm. I didn't think to bring a coat.
Burası şey değil mi lan?
Off we go! Off we go!
Tam burada bırakalım. Şöyle yapalım. Gideceğimiz yerde belli olsun.